Good morning, Henry. Thank you for the invitation to the third Global Mental Health, Wellbeing, and Substance Misuse Conference. I'd love to be there in person, but circumstances don't permit me to be there, so I'm happy to forward this video. I attended the conference last year, the second annual conference, and I was really impressed with the speakers and the depth and breadth of the conversation. And so I do wish I could be there in person, but not this time. The topic overall of the conference, as you know, is heat, health, and habits, concern generated by many of us around climate change and its impact on the mental well-being of many of our citizens. And what I was going to talk about today was the issue of mental health and international student enrollment and the hopes and hurdles for an inclusive academic environment. Many of you know, if you know Holland College, history of international students goes back about 15 years. We started with a number of students from China and the Bahamas, and we were up to as many as 800 students 2 years ago, international students, including, in addition to 1,200 students we have in our partner schools in China. There has been a significant change, as most of you know, in the international student enrollments in this country. Holland College, like other colleges and other units, has been capped, and we will see a significant drop in the number of international students at our institution. Of greater concern than the cap, however, has been our students' access to a postgraduate work certificate. Many of you in the audience will know what I'm talking about. And this enables an international student who comes to us to spend a year or two with us, and then to get up to 3 years work experience in the community in the hopes of getting a permanent residence. Unfortunately, not only are we going to be down almost 80% in terms of our international student enrollment, many of our students and many of our programs will be ineligible for a postgraduate work certificate. So this has created a new and challenging environment here at Holland College. We have seen over the past number of years greater challenges for our international students, and we have responded. We have a significant number of staff now focused on international student enrollment. We also opened up our new wellness center right on the campus, which reaches out into our campuses across Prince Edward Island. So we are confident, we certainly were confident, that our new wellness approach was working very well with international students. But their concerns and their issues have changed. Chief among their concerns now is whether they will have access to a postgraduate work certificate. We have been working hard with our provincial government and our federal government to ensure that as many of our students as possible get access to a postgraduate work certificate, and thereby will get a leg up on permanent residence. So that's been our number one challenge with our international students in this past year. I think number two would be our financial issues. Many of our international students who come to us are certainly well equipped financially to be here. Sometimes their personal circumstances will change, and then they run into financial issues. And so it's not unusual for us to work with our international students and our supports, our foundation and our student services, to help them with short and long-term financial challenges. So in addition to the postgraduate work certificate, we still have significant problems with financial challenges for our international students. And third, and in some ways most important, is our graduates come back to us and help us for help with us in finding meaningful employment post-graduation. And again, we've been working with the international student population to ensure that we can help this as much as possible. So we have managed, and we are in the middle of, I should say, switching gears from basically funding and supporting our international students as they're with us on campus to making sure they make a successful transition to the labor market and then to permanent employment. So those would be the three biggest hurdles, if you will, in terms of our international students coming to PEI and staying and finding meaningful work here. And of course, if I go back to the hopes of international students, while many of our international students do go back to their countries of origin and find meaningful work there, a significant number want to work here and stay in Canada and in PEI. And we're doing our utmost to make sure that happens. And it's conferences like these that really help in terms of framing what those hopes are and especially what those hurdles are. So thank you again for today's invitation. I wish I could be there in purpose, but I'll be certain to be there in spirit. And I hope to see you again soon, Henry.